Hi, hello, my name is Zelthius. I am your fuzzy creature shopkeeper for the Dainsleif Retrotech Shop and Arcade. This is Shopkeep's log. It's been a minute since we've done one of these in VR, specifically VR chat. I'm sitting on the floor because I've got a kidney stone, which is, fantastic, but yeah, what can you do? Uh, so I'm just sitting here and trying my best to not think about that too much. Oh man, I don't know if sitting like this is weird or whatever. I always worry about that. Like if I'm sitting in like some weird position that freaks people out or something, you know. Um, still not doing uh, still not doing subtitles for these. I think the built-in YouTube subtitles is just fine. Sometimes it messes up, but I can correct everything before I post the video, so it is what it is. Um, been kind of in this weird mood as of late. Uh, I guess these Monday ones are gonna be a little more philosophical, emotional, whatever, because, they consist of the entire weekend of me thinking about stuff, because the way I do these is I record them the night before they get published, and they get published very early morning, day of. Um, I've thought about recording them, like, in advance and just scheduling them out a week in advance or something, but I don't know. It just that doesn't really feel like in the spirit of what I'm trying to do with this, because it's really like the motovlogging stuff. I bring that up fairly frequently, but that's kind of an inspiration for this. Um, the channels like Do It with Dan and Rami Bear. Yeah, I haven't watched any of them in a while. Maybe Do It with Dan, because he's funny and pretty down to earth. Um, and I've been watching him forever. But yeah, I don't know. It's just whatever is on the fuzzy creature's mind is the flavor of this. I'm real bad at being confident about these kinds of things, especially right now where I feel like I'm kind of in between the person I was and the person that I'm becoming, in that weird like limbo of not really knowing who I am because I'm not who I was anymore. And it's kind of weird to feel that pull from that like previous parts of you that you're trying to leave behind. There's a lot that I wasn't happy with about myself, and the only way to really change that is to change it, you know. Uh, it's scary to be here, and I'm trying my best to just be genuine and share even the rougher parts of myself, because I feel like that's important. I shouldn't try to hide those pieces of myself because historically the people around me have thought they're kind of weird and difficult to handle, you know? Like I understand from the perspective of somebody who's not like super interested in cars or machines or whatever, hearing a info dump about the 1963 Corvette C2 Stingray or the history of Subaru and how they went from a car that nobody was really comfortable buying because they were so cheap to being the national highway, I forget what the acronym is, but like the highway safety rating #1 pick for like 8 years in a row. All because of Rally and their aggressive marketing towards specific demographics. It's a fun story. Maybe I'll talk about that one of these times on the stream or something. But anyway, like I understand where people come from, where they're not super jazzed about somebody who just wants to share things that they're passionate about 24/7. I understand that it can be annoying to some people, but at the same time, as a streamer, it's frankly wrong of me to withhold that part of myself, those bits of myself that are maybe a little aggressive for some people, in the sense that I'm just a very passionate individual about stuff. And I need to stop letting the anxiety and the trauma of the past impact my ability to be my genuine, authentic self. I generally have no direction for things. Like, people say, oh, plan stuff out for the future, and I have plans. They're just not concrete plans. I'm not like, oh, 2 weeks from now I'm gonna start doing the Halo campaign playthrough that I promised I was gonna do several months ago. I still need to coordinate with people about that. See when everybody's available for something of that nature, because everybody I've asked about it seems to be super on board. So anyway, that's besides the point. I struggle to look more than like a day or two into the future, because over time I learned that was kind of a dangerous thing to do, because nothing was really concrete. My the migraines could impact my ability to do stuff, or circumstances with family or friends could prevent me from doing things, so I just never really planned for the future, And, now that's kind of coming to bite me, because, I don't have the motivation or strength of character to just go, this is something I want to do and I'm going to work wholeheartedly towards it. I want to learn Blender, I want to do all of this stuff, eventually culminating into making video games, but every time I think about it, I just get paralyzed by the gargantuan nature of that task, and even breaking it down into smaller things is difficult. I want to be able to do those things, and I feel like it's not just the ADHD that's holding me back. So I'm trying to become a better acclimatized to that kind of thing person. That was kind of a weird way to put it, but I hope you get what I mean. I'm trying to introspect and examine and understand why I'm like this. And hopefully through that I'll learn something and I'll be able to do something about it. I kind of am running out of things that are just coming to mind. So, I guess I just end things off here, but, thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, whenever this finds you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.